Hello Hunter, before we begin, I just wanted to show that I've completed a few optional quests, and after I did the quest Talons of Ire and Ice,
Getting bigger all
which
the
has you hunt a
time.
Legiata and Odogaron in the Coral Highlands, so now the third slot of the Botanical Garden is now available. So now I can grow three things at once. Hello Hunter, and welcome back to my walkthrough of Monster Hunter World. Today we'll be continuing on with the story, for a little while. We could go after Devil Joe, but I'm going to save him for later.
More importantly,
Over here. Mm-hmm. And listen up.
This is it. Us versus Nergigante, the elder dragon that feeds on elder dragons.
Is it so? Well, before we do, grab something. I guess I can put this here. And this, since it's not really doing anything, not much else that can really help me. You don't get a lot of decorations until later. Most ones you get are very basic. Maybe I should speak to her first.
Hey, partner. Nothing can stop us.
Show you my gear. I'm mostly keeping this on because of the mind's eye. This I get from my charm there. It's not going to be much use here, but it will later. Piercing shots, that's for my armor. Okay, let's see. Traps are useless against elder dragons. Bring a couple of these. Maybe a couple of these. And maybe one of these in case I get in trouble. Nergigante, Elder Dragon. A terrible elder dragon that appears when other elders are in the vicinity. Its penchant for destruction is well documented. Nergigante can recover from wounds almost instantaneously. Regenerated body parts grow harder over time, so attacking them while they're still fresh is the ideal strategy. That's pretty much what you want to do if you can help it. What it means is that Nergigante spikes will start to grow in, and when they're white, they make that spot very weak and soft against pretty much any kind of attack. Breaking the white spikes of any body part will trip Nergigante. So this boss rewards you for being aggressive. So you can kind of CC chain it by tripping it constantly if you time the breaks of the spikes correctly. But once the spikes turn black, though, that means they've hardened and you can't break them after that. You'll also likely bounce off of them, so that's why I'm keeping the Mind's Eye skill. If Nergigante is allowed to grow enough spikes, it will let out a long roar, leap up into the air, and do a diving attack, which launches all of its spikes from its body. This move is easy to spot, but it's very powerful, so be aware of it. Weak spots are the head and front legs, though any body part with white spikes will take increased damage. Spikes will grow on its head, both front legs, both wings, and its tail. Both horns can be broken and the tail can be severed. elemental weakness is under, and it's moderately susceptible to all status ailments. I apologize for any inconsistencies in the recording of this. I was called away while fighting Nergigante last time, so I had to re-record it. You'll still get the cutscene, though.
Nergigante, the only one who wants to find Zora Magdaros more than we do.
Ah, you made it. On time, too. I like that.
Now, the thing with this guy is that spikes will continuously grow on its body. Okay, on its body. And when the spikes are white, they take more damage. But hang on, did that too soon. Anyway, sorry, I'm being distracted by the cat a little bit. But when the spikes are white, they take more damage, and if you break them, Nergigante will fall over for a little while. So if you continuously break them, you can actually CC chain him. But if the spikes turn black, then you can't break him anymore, and you'll do less damage. And on top of that, you'll probably bounce, which is why I have the Mind's Eye skill. Now once he has enough black spikes, it'll do this dive bomb attack. Didn't think that would hit me. Didn't look like it did. Oh, did that too soon. Now when he does that attack, when he's covered in spikes, spikes will shoot out at you. Next potion. See, there, I just knocked him over. Now, I could have waited until he got up to get the spikes there and he would get knocked over again. But the problem with that is I just don't want them to go black, so... Too soon. I'm used to Arc-Tempered Nergi. Fought him not long ago. Einstein, false hope, much. So he'll shoot out spikes. Really? Because of that dumb ledge. Oh boy. I can't see. Oh, here's a dive bomb tag. Superman dive. That thing does a lot of damage. I don't know if you need guard up to block it though. I don't think so. Oh, run into that area. If he runs into that area, you can knock the crystals onto its head. I'm used to fighting this guy with either a heavy bowgun or a gun lance. Oops, did that too early. that attack doesn't do too much damage. Unfortunately, he flinched when I did that, so I didn't get the trip when I broke the spikes. Oh well. What? I hate that. Oh, well. Alright, see those spikes there are black? I can't break them anymore. Oh! Risk it for a biscuit? Kinda. That was a risky move there. For the sake of the video, I probably should let him do the dive bomb tag. Again. Again. I think did I already get that? Nah. Screw it. Touche. He hasn't done that one thing where the camera pans out and he roars. What'll happen is when you damage him enough, he'll Unfortunately, I didn't let those go off. Silly me. Okay. The camera pans out and he'll roar, and then that means the spikes will grow back much, much quicker. I don't know if he's done that yet. Or did I knock him out of it? I don't know. At this point. I'll try to trigger that flash fly. Apparently the first one didn't register. Really. Okay, I thought I was far enough away from that.
Elder dragons can be at peace now. Let's go see the Admiral back at camp.
Alright, good enough of a run. I swear, I didn't see him do that thing where he roars and the spikes throw back so fast that sometimes you can't really attack him. It's just what I'm used to. Alright, Elder Dragons, you get 4 carbs. I guess I'm used to Arc-Tempered Nergigante. Yeah, I fought that thing on my main about a week ago. As of recording this.
Hey!
Well, look who's still with us. So we have elder dragons eating other elder dragons. Wonderful. That clears some things up.
Yeah. We weren't looking at the big picture. Until we came to the new world, how could we know?
Nergigante came here looking for a feast. And he made a real mess of the local ecosystem in the process.
Theory's good.
Now that the problem child's been put to bed, the other elder dragons should revert to their usual behavior. You did good. So, you ready to go? What's wrong?
No. There's a piece of the puzzle missing. How did this area end up becoming such a hotbed of energy in the first place? Enough energy to lure in a menace like that and convince it to switch habitats doesn't just naturally happen.
What have we here?
All the good stuff. Meh.
All right, gather round. Let's get council underway. As you all know, when Nergigante descended into the Elder's recess, it stirred up a veritable hornet's nest.
Being that Nergigante feeds on elder dragons, you can imagine that every monster in the recess got spooked. Initially, I thought we could nip this problem in the bud by eliminating Nergigante. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Despite our best efforts, the situation has escalated. Elder dragons fleeing Nergigante's wrath have started invading other areas.
Now we're coming across elder dragon tracks left and right. In the forest, among the wildspire, even in the Rotten Vale. Our team has managed to attribute the tracks to 3 distinct elder dragons so far. Emphasis on so far.
Many of you have crossed paths with elder dragons in the old world. You know the consequences of their cataclysmic power. And you know what dangerous adversaries they make. But no matter the danger, we have to seize upon this opportunity. We'd be fools not to.
Finally! Thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, all right. First things first. I want our field team to start gathering evidence. We need to track down these beasts and pinpoint their exact locations. So I've decided to split you into 3 groups. Field team leader, you'll be heading up the ancient forest investigation. And the Wildspire Waste, that one's yours. As for the Rotten Vale, we'll be needing the 3rd Fleet's help with that one. I'll leave it up to these delegates to decide how to use the field team. Lastly, don't forget to relay your findings to the Ecological Research Team once you've gathered enough evidence. Everyone clear? All right. Dismissed!
Now you're talking. Well, there it is. See ya.
Okay, what it's saying is go to those 3
If the dragons aren't showing any signs of settling down, then we'll have to look into it.
Anyway, they're saying go to those 3 locations and you'll find either tracks, or let's say if you go into the ancient forest, you'll find tracks, and you'll know you found them because your scout flies will turn blue. And you'll also find windswept gashes, stuff like that. In the Wildspire Waste, you'll find also, tracks, but you'll also find seared fur, something like that. It's like a red fur that's on the ground. And in the Rotten Vale, you'll find tainted flesh and footprints as well. So what they're going to do is have you fill up the bars for a little while, but people want to talk to us.
Thanks.
Let's get the lead out.
Full steam ahead!
I can already do that one, so. Elder Melder?
Oh,
She's just saying she learned more of the decorations that she can meld. Okay.
Hey,
Pain in the Astalos. Astalos is a monster from the previous Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Generations. Or Generations Ultimate if you want it. It's a fun boss. I could do that too. So we're starting to get to the end of all these ingredients. We still need to get the rest of the drinks. Nope, not that. Gimme. There you go. Hello.
Working hard? Good luck.
Alright, good stuff. So we've completed most of these, all but that one. Complete all the fish, and most of the meats. Okay. Alright, well. Looks like we have to talk to people. So we'll do just that. I did pick up some tracks before. I don't know if they've already counted or not.
It's time. All right.
Yo. Keep it together, okay? Wanna get going?
And I think... yeah, we need to go to the research base. Wonder if we can continue on with that one quest to get the affinity booster, because the chain to get the affinity booster is here, which I was doing before in previous episode. Or at least I have it recorded. Some people want to talk to me.
I'm counting on you.
Okay.
We meet again. Now that I think about it. Oh, yes. Do well.
Alright, before we do anything, I'm gonna go back here and deliver that one thing. Well, alright then. That's one of those.
Go! Carefully!
Just wanted to do that real quick. Start off the ancient forest, I suppose. Now there is kind of a way you can cheat for getting these little investigations done. The special investigation or special research or whatever you want to call it. If you have a friend whom you can join them on a hunt with one of these Elder Dragons, it'll instantly complete and you don't need to worry about it. You do have to still go kill it on your, special assignment, your assigned quests, but, you don't have to go collect footprints or anything like that. So if you have a buddy who, has the 3 Elder Dragons, the 3 Elder Dragons are called Kushala Daora. Most people call it Daora, but whatever. That's not what the handler pronounces it as. Anyway, Teostra is the second one. And its name is pretty much an anagram for toaster, which is funny. Fits him though. And then the third one is a new one to Monster Hunter as of this game at least, which is Valhazak. That's in the Rotten Vale. Here we go.
Found some Elder Dragon evidence. We're making good progress.
So you basically have to fill up those gauges. I've been picking these up like previously, so for me it's probably not going to take long because I've been hunting things to get all my stuff. I do want to complete research. Other things though.
I think that about does it for Elder Dragon evidence here in the forest. Let's report back to the Ecological Research Team.
Still in one piece, then?
All right. Be careful.
Whoa, partner! That was a Kushala Daora! Didn't expect to see one in the New World, too.
And I am going to fight Kushala with a hunting horn, which um, is kind of weird. I usually fight Kushala with a bow or a insect glaive. And I will say, if you're going against Kushala, which I will have for you up in a second, and if you're fighting Kushala, it has, okay, how to describe this? Its wind pressure is probably the most annoying thing about it, but it also likes to fly a lot, so we're going to be using a generous amount of um, flash bombs. Obviously, if this were tempered, it would be much harder to do such a thing. Now, as you'll see here, this horn has all wind pressure negated. That's the only reason why I'm using it. And then I also have, hold on, earplugs plus 5, because, yeah. This thing likes to scream a lot. It's actually one of my favorite Elder Dragons. I think it's very pretty. But when you first fight it, if you don't have anything with wind pressure negate or something like that, it is pretty difficult. Maybe just skip this, I guess. This one might take a while.
We're finding Kushala Daora's roost higher up. Good luck, field team.
Okay, got it.
Let's start investigating. We should get going too.
Okay, wish me luck. Gonna be using a ton of flash bombs here. It's the only reason why I'm bringing a melee weapon. Kushala Daora, Elder Dragon. An elder dragon that shields itself with fierce winds, preventing anyone from approaching it. Its skin consists of hard metallic scales. When confronted by enemies, Kushala's windshield continuously grows in intensity, eventually deflecting bow and bowgun attacks. Its windshield can be weakened by staggering it, particularly with weapons with Elder Seal capabilities. What it means is that weapons with the Elder Seal effect can help get rid of the wind aura that surrounds Kushala, but I personally find it to be inefficient. There are other ways around it, and it's usually always better just to go for more elemental or raw damage. What it also meant by deflecting bow and bowgun attacks is when its wind aura is up, bow and bowgun attacks will be deflected off the body and do no damage at all. You can still damage the head and tail though. On top of the wind deflecting range shots, it will also constantly stagger you if you're unprepared. Bring as much wind resistance as you can. Having full earplugs level 5 helps too. Kushala likes to scream and then immediately launch an attack at you, so earplugs will help in making sure that you don't get hit. Also, another way to bring its wind aura down is to poison it. And like I said before, flash pods will help you immensely in this fight. Weak spots are the head, front legs, and the tail. The head, front claws, and the wings can be broken, and the tail can be severed. Its elemental weakness is thunder, and it's highly susceptible to poison and blast.
Use everything at your disposal. That's the way it works here in the New World.
There they go again. Always gotta be first.
I saw it coming.
Watch that wind!
Make up your mind. Ouch. See that right there? That was a roar. That would have stunned you. Okay, here's the hard part. Now, if you're on the ground, hold on. Wait for it to come out of the tornado, because that thing will do tick damage to you. There you go. Kind of missed there, but whatever. Oops. Well, give me an excuse. Lucky me. I don't think I'll be able to sneak in another one. I wanted to get away from that tornado. Now, if you're fighting a tempered one, it's best to wait for it to go to its last area, before you use any flash bombs, because after 4 flash bombs, it becomes immune to them. Thank you, Einstein. But unfortunately... No. While I wait. Oh, lucky me. That tornado, I think, is getting closer. I was trying. Well, I'm kind of running out of flash bombs, so. Here and get some more. No shame in doing this. Just this. There we go. I was hoping that would happen. Oh well. Okay, that attack right there could do a lot of damage. So, stay away from it.
Say Kushala Daora command the wind. I'm not inclined to disagree right now.
Well, it's not commanding much wind right now.
Stupidity is not something I tolerate.
If there's anything that you do tolerate, we got it. Loud and clear.
Just like with Nergigante, you can drop the crystals off on its head when it's in there. And it usually sits on one of them right when you go in. Hello, Grummelkind. And that usually knocks it down. I thought I could sneak in another one, but oh well. Go here just a little bit. Oh, not that much. Come on. Oh, I was hoping its head would be further forward. Whatever. Footprints. Oh, I forgot to re-equip my flash bombs. My bad. Oh. Get away from the twisters. Come on. Oh, when it's running away like this, you can kind of cheese it. Now, obviously, if it were tempered, I wouldn't be doing that. Oh, come on. Can't get to his head, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Einstein. I think I'll let it run away. By the way, I did that just by hitting triangle. Oh.
Seriously impressive.
Maybe I should have let it get away. Because when you're in this area, tornadoes will spawn all around it. If you hit it with a flash bomb, it will sometimes get rid of them all. That's why when it's tempered, I wait till it comes up here to use any flash bombs. So yeah, really beautiful. May as well play a song. Okay. And there's our last vegetable.
Not bad. Thank you.
Alright, well, we took on 2 new Elder Dragons, delivered some stuff for new ingredients. I'd say that about wraps it up. Next episode, we'll be taking on the other 2 Elder Dragons and continuing on with the story. Until then, happy hunting.